Have you ever stopped to think about how pretty much everything you own got to you, especially the stuff from the other side of the world? Well, it all hinges on this huge, mostly hidden process that is absolutely fundamental to the global economy. So, let's just imagine for a second. You need to move a literal mountain of something, say 100,000 tons of grain, from one continent to another. How on earth do you even start? Right. Well, you definitely can't just go online and book a spot. Nope, you have to charter an entire ship. And today, we're going to dive deep into the high-stakes world of maritime chartering to see exactly how it all works. Okay, so just like any epic quest, this one starts with some serious preparation. This is probably the most critical first step. You've got to know exactly what you're dealing with before you can even dream of finding a ship. You know, the details here are everything. You have to have the answers. What are you shipping? Is it dry stuff like grain, or is it a liquid like oil? Exactly how much of it is there? And where is it starting from, and where's it going? When does it need to be loaded by? And this is a big one. Can a ship of the size you need even fit into the port you're sending it to? Getting all these facts straight is going to dictate the entire journey ahead. Now, you are definitely not expected to navigate this incredibly complex market all by yourself. You need a guide, an expert who really knows the ins and outs of this whole world. And that person, or more often that firm, is your shipbroker. They are the essential link between you, the one with the cargo, called the charterer, and the person who actually owns the ship. You should think of them as the ultimate maritime matchmaker. Seriously, they've got the maps, the contacts, all the expertise. They know which ships are free, what the market rates are right now, and how to get you the absolute best deal possible. All right, so your broker's done their job. They have found you a potential ship. But now you're at a crossroads. You have to make a choice that's going to define your costs, your responsibilities, and your control over this whole operation. And listen, this isn't some minor detail. The path you choose here fundamentally changes the entire game. So let's break down the three main types of these charter agreements. So each of these comes with a totally different level of commitment. Let's think of it like this. A void charter is like hiring a taxi. You pay for a single trip from point A to point B, and that's it. Simple. A time charter, that's more like renting a car for a month. You pay a daily rate, you cover the fuel, and you get a lot more flexibility on where you go. And then there's the bareboat charter. That's the whole shebang. It's like leasing a car for 5 years. You are responsible for everything. The crew, the insurance, the maintenance, all of it. So, once you've picked your path, it is time to negotiate the deal. In the shipping world, this is called reaching a fixture. And to do that, you've got to speak the language. Let's just quickly go over 3 of the most important terms you'll hear. What's interesting is they all revolve around one thing: time. Because in shipping, believe me, time is literally money. First up is Laytime. Think of this as your time budget. It's the amount of time you and the ship owner agree on upfront that you have to either get your cargo onto the ship or get it off. Okay, so what if you go over that budget? Well, that's demurrage, and it's a huge penalty. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars a day sometimes that you have to pay for delaying the ship. This is the stick. But on the flip side, if you're really efficient, there's a carrot. Dispatch is a reward, a bonus the owner pays you for getting the job done early. It lets their ship get back to work, making money sooner, so they're happy to share a piece of that with you. So once all these terms are hammered out, the rates, the laytime, everything, they get locked into this official pact. This is the charter party agreement, the legally binding rulebook that governs the entire voyage. Getting through those complex negotiations is really where a great broker earns their keep. So who are the real titans in this global matchmaking game? You know, while there are lots of brokers out there, there's really just a handful of legendary firms that pretty much dominate the entire global market, handling a crazy amount of the world's trade. Just looking at this list gives you a sense of the sheer scale of this industry. These firms, they aren't just making a few deals here and there. They are the nerve centers of global trade. They have this incredibly deep expertise in everything from grain to gigantic gas carriers. They are truly the invisible giants connecting all of us across the oceans. So, what's the big takeaway here? It's that chartering isn't just about renting a boat. It's the complex, powerful engine that makes global trade possible. From the fuel in your car to the food on your table, this process is what gets it there. What's amazing is that this entire world is almost completely invisible to us, yet its impact is everywhere.
I mean, just take a look around you right now. The device you're watching this on, the chair you're in, maybe the coffee mug on your desk. Chances are, a charter party agreement is the reason it's even in the room with you.